Okay, so we're going to switch capture devices here. This is always a little bit of a clunky process. Can't seem to turn off the switch. There we are. So this might be a little bit loud. Just a heads up. Does my mic still work? It looks like it does. That's great. Let's get some video activated. Sorry, this is such a this is such a slow process. I've got separate capture devices for HDMI consoles and composite video consoles. And switching between the two is a very inelegant process. Alright, this is the part that might be really loud, so especially headphone users, beware. Alright, now we've got video, we've got sound. My controller is really warmed up from sitting next to my laptop there. There's a lot of heat coming out of that. How do I... There we go. There's a lot of heat. There's a lot of heat coming out of my laptop. That's stunning. Hey gal, welcome in. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Keep thinking I need to come back and finish this game, but the controls feel terrible. They're pretty... It's got a pretty weird control scheme. It's taken me... I'm still not really used to them, and I think I just saw them 25 hours in. So I don't really remember what we were doing last time, so I'm going to have to dive in and sort of re-get my bearings. It's been a while since our last session. I remember what we're doing. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not asking. I'm not looking for. I don't need hints and reminders. I'm gonna get my bearings. You know, I just need to see the game again. I remember the big picture of what we're doing. I meant specifically what level we're on and which character we need, but it's already coming back to me. Thank you for the thank you for looking out for me, but we're gonna get it. We're okay. I actually did all of this last time, I remember, but I found out at the very end I was playing as the wrong character. So Vela is the correct character. for what we need, because there's a swimming part. Derek says Nightmare 5 is bonkers indeed, but the Super Freddy was funny and the baby stuff bothered me. So I actually have 2 sections of this level that we need to clear out. Oh yeah. Speaking of the controls, C up is the jump button. I forgot about that. Alright, there's one. I think, yeah, there's a second one. Diagonal to the first. Yeah, C, it's C up to jump. Because A and B scroll through your weapons. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're up to. It's like I've got the map. So I don't think I have the map completely filled in. But I've got the map all connected. And now my primary goal is to find all the tribals. So we've done a lot. I think I only have 3 planets left, actually. I've got this fiery planet, and these 2 are the only ones. Oh, no. And I've got 1 area on tall fret. So I've got... So I've got a bit left ahead of me yet. I'll just say I was not trying to save the tribals as a pleasant understatement. Yeah, I knew that was spoiled for me before I played the game. I knew going in that I had to save all of the tribals. I don't know when or how I learned that, but I knew going into this that there were 3 playable characters, and that we had to save all the tribals. Were 2 things I knew beforehand. I'd played the game a little bit as a kid, but I didn't play it far enough to get to where you were told that you had to save all the tribals. I didn't make it that far, so I'm not sure how I knew that. My biggest concern isn't really saving all the tribals. Like, there are some that are, like, kind of difficult and tedious to get, but for the most part, like, that particular challenge is fine. The only real problem with it is that they are vulnerable to gunfire. I really dislike losing a tribal that I'm inches away from saving. The thing that I'm really scared of, like the challenge that's really making the game rough for me, is having to master all of the robot missions is really scary. Do I even have a magenta key? Oh no, but we get it here. We get that key here. That's fine. It's fine that I don't have it yet. Thank goodness. So I think I know what you're referring to. And I think it is, you can tell me if this is it. Is it that you're able to collect their heads? Is that what you're thinking of? Because I noticed in the inventory there's a head count for the tribals, just like there is for the enemies. I don't know what the head counts are for, so don't tell me that. Don't tell me what they're for. It's something to do with the enemies. All right, so I don't think I've noticed that then. So I'm not sure what you could be referring to in regard to the enemies yet, but I'll keep an eye out for it. The hairdryer gun is quite effective. I can't believe we beat Jump King. I can't believe we made it to the top. That's really all I'm going to be thinking about the whole night, I think. When the stream is over, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna wake up Jelly and I'm gonna tell her, you're never gonna believe what happened. Quick. Those lasers had me really scared. This is one of only 4 games that Rare ever published themselves. Which ones are the other three, Mansta? Conquer, Perfect Dark, and Diddy Kong Racing? What about when they were Ultimate Play the Game? Diddy Kong Racing is not a Nintendo published game? That's surprising to me. Jetpack and Saberwolf. I'm pretty ignorant of the bigger picture of Rare. I'm really only familiar with Rare through the lens of Donkey Kong Country and the Nintendo 64. Everything they did before Donkey Kong Country and everything they did after Nintendo 64 and or separate from Nintendo is largely unknown to me. They made Commodore 64 games? Oh my goodness. Hang on. I never thought about that. We should definitely play some of those. I love the Commodore 64. I've been real bad about playing it lately. We might not have even played any C64 games so far this year. I don't think I've played it at all this year. That's shameful. That's shameful. I'm embarrassed by that fact. Frownie's productive library has just increased. That's the problem, is there's just too much stuff to play all the time. And C64 games are really inconvenient for me to play, because I play them through the C64 Mini, which is a great piece of hardware when it works, but I have so many problems with it. I have so many problems getting it to work properly, and I think they're all me issues. The problems, I think, all stem from me. I have a little bit of difficulty getting it to capture, which is a minor annoyance with the C64 Mini. Like, I have to keep turning it off and on again, and plugging it and unplugging it, and I don't know why, because it just starts and stops working sporadically. But doing that gets it to work, so I don't know why that is. So it's annoying to get it to work, and then I have difficulty getting particular games to function on it. Like, the way I understand the Mini, it should be pretty much compatible with everything, but it seems like a solid half of the things I try to play I can't get to function properly. What is going on here? Oh yeah, this is real hardware. I do real hardware for almost everything. Commodore 64 being an exception. But yeah, this is a real Nintendo 64. Composite capture directly out of my CRT. Played all the NES games in February, Mansta says. They made 47 carts for the NES. My goodness. Could be Amiga instead of the C64. It's probably some of both. Very good vascularized tooth root texture, by the way, as a meat appreciator gal says. Oh, wait a moment. Specialist Magazine. This literary masterpiece may prove useful to some lonely soul. Okay, I know where to take this. Hey, that's great. This is not where I expected to find that. I don't know why that item is here. That's very odd. Are these teeth? I really expected to win. Well, I didn't think I was looking for a magazine. I thought I was looking for a book. Not that there's really any significant difference there. But so first of all, I thought I was looking for a book, and second of all, I thought it was going to be a reward for one of the flying challenges. I did not expect to find it just randomly inside of a monster. Because that's where we are right now. We're inside of a monster's belly. It's like a Lord Jabu Jabu situation. Rare made 6.942% of the Nintendo 64 library, of the NES library. Oh, wait a moment. Well, what happens if I fall through here? That's not a fall through it situation? That's a just get hurt situation? Bogus. Cockroaches have teeth in their stomachs, or an analog for teeth? I did not know this. By the time food hits the stomach, it seems like the time for chewing is well past. The floor is lava. It's always a good time to chew. Chewing gum companies said so, and they wouldn't lie, right? Surely they have our best interests at heart. Chewing's a bit more involved process when you're bug scale. This map feels like it was made early on. Oh. What is this? Blue key. Uncannily, this works wonders on doors with blue locks. Okay, groovy. I know where at least one blue door is. Except, I think I've already cleared that area. Wait a moment. I still don't have a magenta. Oh, wait. I think it's still ahead of me yet. I think I was pretty thorough in that area. You know, the now that you pointed the water effect out, those vertical lines, those look pretty weird. I don't think I thought about it before. There's the magenta key. Yeah, I think the last two teddy bears are in this room. I am wrong. Well, I think they're somewhere nearby at any rate. Oh, there they are. I wasn't wrong. I just can't see. Got them all. Victory. Let's go. That guy was going to throw a grenade at me. Rude. What's over here? I feel like I didn't even explore this pathway last time. Oh, I must have. Yeah, surely this wouldn't be a one-way door. Okay, this is good. That makes sense. Shot at midair. All of my talents are on display tonight. Oh, no. No! I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, no, it's another one of these. This is the last thing I wanted to find. Oh, I hate the Floyd missions. I hate the Floyd missions so much. Oh. Collect at least 8 DNA strands. Reach the finish. All right, single objective. That's nice. Oh, I have to, there's glass. You see, you might not hate the Floyd missions like I do if you have any competency at flying. I know the issue is with me. You don't have glass in your internals? I mean, to be fair, I've never really looked. Alright, now let's see what the real objectives are. 24 DNA strands. That's more like it. $24. So there's 8 of those little areas? Okay, driving down the right-hand side at the start is a bad idea. Oh, so short. Oh my goodness. The hitbox for this character is so small. I fly past everything that I want to collect. Okay, so left. This feels like an error. That's the exit, right? No? Alright, all the left paths give me what? 12? Bronze medal? How did I get a bronze medal? I didn't even do all the objectives. Hey Juker, welcome in. Great to see you, my friend. Hope you're well tonight. Have you been enjoying this one? I do like this game. I don't like these robot missions though. I really hate these flying robot missions. So for the next hour or two, it's gonna sound like this is my least favorite game of all time. Because I really hate these. But I would say my feelings of the overall game are pretty positive. I think it's a pretty it's a pretty fun world to explore. The gameplay is pretty decent. It's a little challenging, but not too terrible. The controls are really rough. It's got a very bizarre control layout. And again, these flying sections, really difficult to manage. So it's, you know, quite a few people have told me they were never able to get into this one. And I definitely get it. But I don't regret picking it up. I've had an overall good time with it. You can play as the robot in co-op. So I didn't know there was co-op. I never would have figured that out though, since I play by myself. Assuming you have a second person who wants to be the robot as you play the game. Most people don't. Fair enough. Yeah. It's so I'm not surprised. So I understand that there are different medals to the robot games already. I figured that out. I was surprised that I could qualify with a bronze medal with so few strands collected. Was just what it was. That was the source of my shock. Floyd's gun is comically busted. It fires as fast as he shoots and does high damage. Good luck getting a player 2 who won't shoot tribals, though. Well, I mean, I'm having a hard time finding a player 1 who doesn't shoot tribals. I say that joke, but at the same time, I actually don't think I actually don't know that I've been responsible for the death of one yet. On this playthrough, I'm certain that I wiped them out when I played this as a kid. Oh my goodness. This is so difficult. This is so difficult. Why? This is a tough place to map out. Please. Juker, if you're still there, I have to brag a little bit. I have to brag. I have to brag to everyone. I beat Jump King. I made it to credits. I actually haven't beat the regular game. I beat the DLC, but I've heard that's harder, so but we did it tonight. I made it I made it to the top. I found the babe and I got credits. It only took 92 hours. It was the worst. It's the worst playthrough on record, but I finally made it. I can't believe it. So I gotta remember to tell everyone who comes in. So there are actually, I think, 7 of these little areas, because one of them has more than the rest. Oh no, that's not good. So that was 24, but it was wicked slow. I missed one there. I missed one there too. Okay. I understand the map a little better now. Hey, Thrifty, welcome in. Thank you for the resub. Very much appreciate the 8 months, Thrifty. Thank you for the support. Chozo, welcome in as well. Imagine thinking Frownie needs viewers, bot. Well, I can certainly do without bots for viewers. Is this, yeah, this is Jet Force Gemini, and we're in a, yep, exactly. Oh, I didn't see. Gao says, I better scurry off and game before I get too sleepy. Good luck. Thank you for the good luck wishes, Gao. I appreciate you stopping in to chat with us for a while. If I don't see you again, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. So yeah, we're inside. This is like a Lord Jabu Jabu situation. We're inside a giant monster's belly, and I'm doing this robot challenge. I gotta fly around and collect all these things, and I gotta do it wicked fast. Chozo, I beat Jump King. We made it to the top. I reached the babe and credits rolled, and it was beautiful. And now I only have to beat it 2 more times. I only have to beat it 2 more times to be completely done with it. This is horrible. This is just everything about this is horrible. Thank you for the GG. The robot's hitbox is like a single molecule large in regard to collecting collectibles, but it's the size of the universe in regard to banging into walls and obstacles. It's not possible for the situation to be what it is. It's a paradox our finest philosophers and scientists fail to solve. We were so close to doing not the worst ever. Still not great, but you know. I can't line myself up with these things. I hate 3D games. I just need to play 2D games forever. 3D video games are a mistake. I've gotten gold medals in 2 of these challenges so far. And I don't really know what the official... I haven't really figured out what the official rules are for 100% sure. But it seems to be you have to complete all of the secondary objectives, and you have to do it in a crazy limited time period. That's the only thing that's won me a gold so far. It doesn't actually give you any indication of what you're aiming for, though. Time-wise. The general trend has seemed to be that I want to have 9 seconds left on that clock. But like the, you know, like the number and type of collectibles is different for every challenge, so, you know, I would fully expect the time limit to be unique to every challenge, too. Silver. Yeah, at least there's an indicator to tell me when I picked a thing up. I could, you know, I could fully see there being no such indicator. I can imagine living in that world. It's easy. I just have to do the whole thing without ever bumping into an obstacle, slowing down, or scraping the wall. It's so easy. Got the route down at least. We're making progress. It's slow, but you're right. You're right. We're making progress. Yeah, box art Mega Man Frownie is one of my favorite ones. That's one of my favorite pieces of art. Uh, a kid winning that competition almost destroyed the series. Mega Man 1 bombed, and the box art probably contributed. Mega Man 2 is developed in the dev's free time. A similar story to Super Metroid? I don't think I know this, I don't think I know this story, Chozo. Are you saying that Mega Man 1's box art was designed by a child for a contest? I've never heard this story. That was a huge time loss. Speaking of huge time losses, and yet I think it was one of my best runs. Capcom had some contests in Japan, and the winner had their drawing on the front of the game. Capcom put their winner on Mega Man. So, well, but that's for the Japanese box art then, right? Which is different from the Western box art. Mega Man 1 box art. I mean, the Japanese box art looks fine. So the US box art was the product of an art competition held in Japan. That was won by a kid. Yeah, I've never heard this story. I knew that they had contests for designing bosses in Mega Man games. I didn't know that it went all the way back to the Mega Man 1 box art, though. Mega Man 1 and 2 are my favorite classic Mega Man games anyway. Mega Man 1 is my favorite, but my opinion isn't very meaningful. I really like the NES Mega Man games, but I haven't spent a lot of time with them, so my opinion's not very well developed. Mega Man 1 is kind of my favorite by default because it's the one I've played the most. Like, I really need to, like, sink my teeth in and try to do some challenges with some of the Mega Man games. And then I'll have a better, like, more informed opinion about what's best. Or, you know, what I actually, like... the thing I like the best will be for some other reason than just default familiarity. No, we were doing really well for the first few seconds of this run, but it seems to have taken a turn into the garbage bin. Victory! Target range open. Alright, that means gold medal. That's what we want to see. That was rough. I just noticed my windows are improperly sized. Thank you for the GG, Chozo. Mega Man 1 oddly has enough oddly enough has the most replay value due to the score system. Well, I have to admit I really couldn't care less about the score when I play Mega Man 1. I haven't found, so twice we've gold medaled these, and it said target range opened. I have not found either of these target ranges yet. Oh, you know what? I actually think I know where they might be. They might be on Mizar's Palace. In Mizar's Palace. Alright, let's get back to the regular game now. So we've got to make it through this area to lock in all of our tribals. And then we'll have to come back because there's a fourth area in this level that I've never explored before. Alright, locked in. One thing about this game is it's so incredibly dark. Everywhere is dim. It's hard to see anything. I was just about to say, I just noticed my health was really bad. What perfect timing. Coins are so easy to farm. Like this thing here, it costs coins to refill your health and ammo from this thing. It should just be free. Because watch. I go through the door, I come back in. All of the coins have respawned. So, like, it's so easy to farm coins, and they put them right next to this thing. Why waste my time and make me collect the coins? This device should just be free. This game is silly. So over here is the area. I've never been into this area before, so I don't even know what to expect. Cortex. Let's see how many teddy bears we're looking for. 5. And this is the final area. Okay, so this is the final area of this level. That takes us out of here? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's where we came in. How do you know? The entrance is also an exit. Is this character immune to electricity? My health isn't coming up. This character's immune to electricity. It sounds like it hurts, but it doesn't actually hurt. 1 left. 0 left. Alright. Hey, perfect. Could be missing some kind of goodies or something there, so we'll check everywhere anyway. I think that covers everywhere. And what's down here? This isn't a boss, is it? Wait a moment, now it hurts me? How do I get out of here? I'm trapped down in the bottom. Oh, the platforming in this game is leaves much to be desired. I mean, you should know that you're not playing the most well-polished platformer when C up is jump. I don't know if this is even working or not. This is the platform I want. Right. Take me to the top. Full health. No, I'm all the way at the bottom now. Oh, life is bad. I mean, C up for jump is just a catastrophic mistake. Oh, am I supposed to go inside the brain? What's that over there? Coin? It's not a coin. It's a ship part. Let's go. So I don't think I'm supposed to destroy the brain. I think that's all there is to this area. I mean, it seems to make a noise when I hit it, but yeah, I think we're good. What does that bring us up to, the ship parts? We're still not... I still don't think we're as close as we should be. I think I've probably only collected about 7 of them. I don't have that many things left. 1... Yeah, what is it? Power cell. So, power cell is 1. 2... 3... 4... 5... 6... 7... 8... 8. So I've got 4 left. One of them we get when we collect all the teddy bears. So there's one planet where I haven't collected one. I think is what that means. And that's bad because I don't remember where I didn't collect one. I'm not going to know where to... I don't know. I'm not going to know where to go back to double check. Alright, so that finishes this planet. So let's see what planets we have business left on. Icor. Brith Essa. Okay. I forgot about that. We haven't accessed the mine yet. We finished Cerulean? When did that happen? I don't even remember doing that. not sure that I remember the way to get to the mine. Oh, there's a thing up there. It appears to be just for Vela, so I need to go this way. Okay, we have already gotten all the tribals in this area, right? Right. So don't need to worry about them now. Just waste a quarter of my ammo firing at the wall next to the enemies. Nothing to worry about, right? There's nothing over here. I'm running out of ammo. I blew up a teddy bear. I was just talking about how I had, how I didn't think that I had blown up any of them yet on this playthrough, but I certainly have now. That enemy glitched. thing again. I've actually cleared this area out already. There we go. That's the whole reason I came up here, is whatever this is. I'd rather not even have this weapon. I don't find it useful, and the ammo for it runs out so quickly. I'm not used to so many enemies dropping ammo for me. That was super lucky. There's 3 of them? I was worried when I saw 2 of them. I mean, I was kind of worried when I saw 1 of them. I actually really hate this shotgun. I'm surprised how well that went. Now we can get access to the mine. If this guy will talk to me. Maybe you'd like this. What's that, a magazine? Certainly looks like it could prove a pleasant distraction during those solitary moments. Press the A button to let me take a closer look. Oh, you're a star. I can barely wait to get started. Here's the key to the mine. Off you go. Lock the door on your way out. I'll be off then. Alright, see you later. To the mine. It's giving me a lot of health right at the start, so this must be a pretty frightful place. There's 16 teddy bears to collect. Got lucky 13 left. 14. I mean, 12 left. Which way do numbers go? It's kind of cool down here in the mine. I like all the blues and greens, and of course the giant crystals are very eye-catching. Oh, I hit a dead end? What is that? It's like a drawing of a elevator. I've never seen a switch like that before. Look at how slow this platform is. Wild. You guys are great. You're doing a bang-up job. Keep it up. Thank you. Might not want to go through there yet. I don't know. I don't know which way is progress and which way is bonus. Probably don't want to take that elevator yet. This place is confusing. So that looked like a pad for transforming into a tribal. Which is not something I would have expected to be possible. This place is a disaster. It's such a confusing maze. I don't know how I'm ever going to even begin to keep tabs on where I've been and where I haven't. Okay, I have gone in a circle now. That's actually really good to know. I'm not gonna ride that elevator yet. Let's see what's down here first. Oh. this water? Can I go down there? I can swim down there? Are you sure? There's nothing down here. I don't know what that noise is. I don't understand why this... Fuel? Can I go down here? No, that's death. Well, how was I supposed to know? Why 83? Why 83 fuel? Random number. The elevators don't stay activated when you leave the room or when you die. I can't tell which yet. I think either. I almost walked off the edge there. I lost, my thumb slipped on the control stick. That's not coming back up. Where'd you guys come from? Why can't I activate this? There we go. Oh. I didn't fully appreciate that this was a multiple doors situation. I thought I was supposed to be flying back up to the same room. To here. I don't see anything up in the sky. Why is there a ledge on that side? And what does this do? I know it's going to transform me, but why? Why am I transformed? Something in here? Just between you and me, Furry, those Jet Force do-gooders want to break up our little party. Having Mizar in power isn't such a bad idea, you know. Could give us a lot of room for expansion. And you don't really mind working for good old farmer, do you? Come on. I'm not that bad anyway. You like mining, I like money. It's the perfect partnership. You never know, I might even start paying you one day, but don't hold your breath. Look, this is what Jet Force will be after if I give it to you. Can you go and bury it somewhere? Sure thing, boss. Hey. I need to get back to work. Alright, well, victory. Spaceship part is great, although I'm still missing one of the tribals. I need a tribal radar, like you have a monkey radar in Ape Escape. Tribals can go underwater. Can they fly? We can fly as the tribal? No, we can't. We can charge our fuel, but we can't actually fly. It's so weird. I mean, it makes sense that we couldn't fly, but if you can't fly, why charge the fuel? What a bizarre game. I really hope I'm able to find the last one and not have to repeat this entire segment. I have a bad feeling it's not going to work out for me, though. What I think we'll do is stay transformed. Just in case. Oh, he's gone. I was gonna say, he's not gonna blow me up if I try to escape, I hope. That was quite the fall. Where's the last one? How have I missed it? I don't know if we leave transformed, if that counts as the last one. I would think probably not, but I'm gonna try it anyway. It didn't, so I missed one somewhere. Ah, I have to do it all again. That's horrible. Can I just play the rest of the game in this form? Is that what we're doing now? No, I can't leave this. I can't. Okay. I did eventually find somewhere I couldn't go past. I mean, here's the thing. One of them has been eaten. Because here's the leg. So, is that why I can only find 15 in the mine? One of them has been destroyed? It shouldn't count then. Could possibly have to come back through here as a different character. That room with the ledge makes me suspicious. That thing where I was like, why is there a thing on the other side of the room? Makes me suspicious we could have to come here as Lupus in order to fly over there. I'll take another look at that room. What I need to check real quick is, does Lupus have a blue key? Oh, he doesn't require a blue key to get here. Never mind. I don't need to check that. That's probably what it is, though. I probably need to come back as Lupus and just fly across that room. Well, there's nothing on that platform. I don't know if that's a thing, like that dark spot on the wall. That's a door that can open, or it doesn't. I mean, it's not a tunnel. Would that even be a distance I could fly across? Maybe. I think falling down there would be deadly. Alright, well, we're going to try and come back here as Lupus. I want to try something else, though, before we switch characters. What if I change to the teddy bear and then attempt to leave via the map? Will it transform us back? I would expect, yes, it would have to, but I don't know how this game operates. It didn't. I'm trying to figure out what, if anything, these numbers mean. And I don't know. I don't know if that make any sense to me. Yeah, that was my conclusion. Is that they're just for show. Fair enough. Forgot what was in here. Some weapon I got a long time ago. Does Lupus have a blue key? Oh, I wondered that just a moment ago. He does not. Well, because my health situation is horrible, but if I want to go fill my health, I have to watch 2 cutscenes to do it. So it's like, well, I'll just take the death. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to sit through 2 cutscenes to refill my health. I'll just take a death. There's the theoretical possibility of, you know, just surviving with good gameplay. Why did that not work? Hit the wrong button somewhere. We have a raid coming in. Very nice. Oh, it doesn't work because I'm out of ammo. Is that Yaden? Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I'm in a precarious situation at the moment. I'm low on health and have an area I need to get through here. Never mind. Shoutouts to our friend Yate. Hanging out in the retro category tonight. I would, if you'd like to tell us more specifically what you were playing and how it went, we'd love to hear, my friend. And if you have a moment, my friends, while I'm just walking through empty territory, use that link to give our friend Yaden a follow. Fan of retro games and professional wrestling. Very excellent stream. Very fun place to hang out. Quake tonight. Going well. First time through it. Having a good time. What platform is that on? I think I have. I own Quake on the Nintendo 64. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I think I own Quake on the Nintendo 64, but I've never played it. It's like a Doom type game, right? A first-person shooter type game. And on the Switch, at a sale, Quake 1 and 2. Pick them up. It's like $5 for both. Doom-like. Right on. I imagine I'll give those a try someday, but they're a long way off for me. I still have to finish Doom 64. That's the only Doom game I've ever played, and I've only played about a third of it. But I'm glad to hear it's treating you well. Speaking of games treating you well, I have to brag. I have to brag tonight. We made it to the top of Jump King. I beat the game. I met the babe, and I got the credits. I technically beat the DLC. I still actually haven't done the regular game. Because I got lost and wandered off course into the DLC path on my first playthrough. So I still have to play the regular game, but I've heard the DLC is harder, so. But I got an ending. I beat, so I saw credits. I'm saying I beat the game. I am gonna go back. I am gonna go back and start a new playthrough and try to stick to the base game next week. But, oh my goodness, what an adventure that game was. What an adventure that game was. I never thought I was going to make it to the top, and it happened tonight, and it happened right at the start of the stream, in the first hour. Thank you for the congrats. I feel that game has been a huge part of my life for a long time. I mean, it's still going to be, because I actually have to beat it 2 more times. Because there's still the regular game to beat, and there's actually a second DLC quest. So it's far from done, but it's possible now in a way that it never was before. Well, I just wasted a lot of our time. It turns out the mind doesn't stay unlocked when you switch characters. I should have thought about that too, because the guy who gave us the key did say lock up on your way out. So now we have to get back there again just to do a second search to try and find the last teddy bear. You grab Doom 64 as well. You've never played that one. So yeah, that's all I've played, and I kind of like it. It's very scary. It's very scary to me. Not just because the game is like a horror game, but because I'm really bad at it. It's mostly a lot of fun, but there's one puzzle really early on in Doom 64 that I don't know how you're supposed to solve. There's this really weird puzzle where you have to like hit some switches in a particular order, and like hitting one switch undoes some of the other ones. And I don't know how. I feel like I glitched my way through that puzzle because I don't feel like I ever actually solved it. I don't know how I got through. We're gonna go back and forth through this door until our machine gun ammo is filled up. It's tedious, but it's gonna make this so much better. think I remember doing that by pure luck, Zeril says. That was brutal. It was brutal. The thing is, I never even figured out how the puzzle works. Like, much less the solution. I'm not even really sure what the goal was. It's been a long time, though, now, so my memories of it are fuzzier than ever. I like all the Doom games. Played through 1 and 2. The 2016 game and Doom Eternal. Still need 64 and Doom 3. I wouldn't mind. They're not my usual style. I don't do a lot of first-person shooter type games, but I wouldn't mind playing more Doom. I have a lot of them on the. I have a lot of them on the Switch. I think I have 1, 2, and 3 on the Switch. I guess I don't really tend to play a lot of first-person games in general. Like, even for... I mean, I have played them in the past. Like Perfect Dark. I love Perfect Dark. That's a game I spent a ton of time with as a kid. So there's definitely some that speak to me, but I don't know if we've done... I don't think we've ever... Aside from Doom 64, I don't think we've ever done another one on the stream. Shadowgate, that's a first-person game. We did Shadowgate, I forgot about that. Shadowgate 64. I wish there were more games like that. First-person adventure games. There was supposed to be a sequel to Shadowgate 64, and I believe I heard it was actually mostly completed, but just never released. Heartbreaking. If that's the case, I hope it leaks someday. Not huge into FPS now, but enjoy the 90s and early 2000s era PC games like Doom, Rise of the Triad, Duke Nukem 3D, etc. So I had Duke Nukem 0 Hour. Duke Nukem 3D I only rented and didn't play very much of. But I had Duke Nukem 0 Hour, which is, again, it's a 3D shooter like this one. How is Shadowgate 64? Played the NES original, but not the 64 version. Shadowgate 64 is very cool. I like it a lot. It's like I said, I wish there were more games like it. Some of the puzzles are really obtuse. I got stuck in it 2 or 3 times. It's one of the few games where I actually stopped and where I actually stopped and let down the no back seating rule and begged the chat to help me. Because I got 2 or 3 times I was stuck for multiple hours with no idea what to do. I was just wandering the map over and over again, and I couldn't figure anything out. So I begged the chat to help me, but the thing was, no one in the chat had played the game, so there was nothing anyone could do for me. I had to break down and look up the solution offline. In between streams, I had to figure out what I missed by looking it up. But I still like the game, even though it's a little bit obtuse. I thought it was a lot of fun. And the thing that actually got me and caused me to have the biggest problem, it wasn't that I found a puzzle and couldn't figure out the solution to it. The trouble was I couldn't find items. I couldn't find objects that I needed to use to solve the puzzles. Like, if I'd had all the material, I think all the puzzles would have been fine. I just never, or I just got in a couple situations where I didn't have all the material, because it's hard to tell sometimes what you can interact with in that game. I just have no idea where I could have possibly missed a teddy bear. Oh no, you're not the one I missed before, are you? I mean, I actually really hope you are, but... No, I don't think that one could be the one I missed. I don't think there's any chance of that. I looked around that room. I'm just getting my hopes up. Welcome in, Pizza Saturn. Pleasure to have you with us tonight. Jet Force Gemini is my first playthrough of this game, and we're pretty far along. I've only got a couple more planets left to get all the teddy bears on, and a few more ship parts. It's going pretty well. I'm still a pretty big fan of this game. I'm having a good time, but some of the controls, oh my goodness, I don't like. I've been playing this for almost 30 hours, and I still haven't gotten used to the controls. I don't think that's ever gonna happen for me. Oh, that goes down. Oh, yeah. Oop. The robot missions, I can't, the robot missions I kind of can't stand. They're the only part of the game that I kind of outright dislike. But otherwise, I mean, it's fun to explore, and like, it's a cool world to explore. It's fun to find the secrets. I mean, I don't even mind finding all the teddy bears. But those robot parts are brutal. Original was so good, I've been meaning to look into Shadowgate 64. So I played Shadowgate, I played the original Shadowgate on the Game Boy Color, but I played it when I was real young, and I leaned really heavily into a walkthrough, so I didn't really get the proper experience with that game. I think I could play it now. Like, And like I don't remember. Like I think I've forgotten it enough that I could play it now, and it would be kind of like a first playthrough at this point. But I don't know. I'd like to do that someday, to try and give it a proper try. But no immediate plans. Don't think many people play this game. Yeah, a lot of people have come in and told me that they like Rare's other Nintendo 64 games, but they couldn't get into this one. And I do think the controls to this game can be a fairly significant barrier to entry. But if you can stick with it, I mean, if you can stick with it, I think they are worth overcoming. Having a large vertical element to the combat, I think they did the best with one analog stick. Yeah. So part of the reason the controls are so weird is because like C up is jump, and like that alone is like mind-boggling in a way. But the reason it's like that is so that when you're in aiming mode, you can still change your weapon, right? Use A and B to change your weapon. But now, as long as I'm holding the button and staying in aiming mode, the C buttons move you in the 4 directions when you're like this. So that's why, because they couldn't use A or B for jump, because they need A and B to change your weapon. So they're kind of stuck. If they want you to be able to walk around like this in aiming mode, then they're kind of stuck to have, because they only have the C buttons left now to be your action buttons. So like I get why it became what it is, but it still doesn't make it that still doesn't mean it's not awkward. When people talk about rare N64 games, they always talk about Banjo and GoldenEye, but not this one. Yeah. Yeah, this one definitely gets overlooked. And I mean especially, but I mean Banjo and GoldenEye is some pretty tough competition, right? It's pretty easy to get overlooked when you're standing up against those titans. GoldenEye, I actually don't know very well. I really kind of missed out on GoldenEye for the most part. I've only played a very small amount of it. Banjo I love, though. There is an alternate layout in the settings, but if you use the alternate layout, you can't walk forward and backward in aiming mode. It takes that away from you with the alternate layout. So it's really not a good idea to use it, I don't think. If you change to the other button layout, you can only strafe in aiming mode. No forward or backward. Or Conquer's Bad Fur Day if you want to include that one. Yeah, people have played that game. seem to pretty universally enjoy it. I haven't ever played Conkers. I'd like to play it one day. But I don't know. I don't know when it will ever happen. Because for a long time now, I haven't really played games off stream. And we do play M-rated games on the stream sometimes, but I think, from what I understand of Conquer, it's a bit out there for the stream. Its humor is a bit more than I think I'm comfortable with for our stream. So I probably won't get around to that one for a long while yet. Someday. But probably on my own time. Oh, this is the one I overlooked. That's the one I overlooked. Alright, we've got them all now. I don't know how I missed that. Let's go. Banjo, Jet Force, and Conquer are a huge part of my N64 experience. It's squarely aimed at an audience that butts up against its rating. Conquer is M-rated in the sense that game ratings were much more lenient back then. By modern standings, it would definitely be MA rated at minimum, if not R rated, Tuesday says. You should definitely play more GoldenEye one day. GoldenEye I would like to play. Because while I missed out on GoldenEye, I did play a ton of Perfect Dark. I loved Perfect Dark. So I would you know, and Perfect Dark is kind of like GoldenEye too. So I would be interested to go back and play through GoldenEye. The Xbox remaster was toned down a lot, but it loses a lot of its charm. I was beginning to have doubts that I was on the right track to the exit. But here we are. This is good. This is great. Let's go. Alright, that's another planet complete. So How many are left? Tall Fret. Ichor. And I think that's it so far as the places I've found. Yeah, so all the planets currently on the map are complete except 2. I think we'll go to Tall Fret because I should be able to complete this one. I just haven't. I don't know. There's something here I've been missing. But I haven't looked at it in a while, so maybe a fresh set of eyes. Maybe I'll see what I've been missing. I still have PTSD from Tall Fret headshot, Cyril says. You remember R4 Ridge Racer Type 4 for PlayStation 1? I'm afraid I don't. So I mostly had Nintendo stuff growing up. I'm a real latecomer to the PlayStation and like Sega libraries. All my very first video games when I was a kid were Commodore 64 games. The very first video games I ever played. And then we had an Atari 2600 for a little while that I remember almost nothing about. I couldn't even tell you a single game that we had for that. I remember the Commodore, but I don't remember the Atari other than just having it. And then we got an NES, and it was all Nintendo stuff for me after that. So I've only played sort of like PlayStation 1 and Genesis games really since starting the stream. I was collecting them for a long time. I started collecting them when I was like in college, but I wasn't really playing games then, so it's really just at the start of the stream that I've started playing that stuff. There's a lot of good stuff there though. Welcome in Jester LSC2. Pleasure to have you with us. So you remember Space Taxi. So Space Taxi I didn't have as a kid, but someone recommended it to me and we played it on the stream. Space Taxi is very cool, but it is so hard. It is so... I have no hope. I have no hope or prayer of ever completing Space Taxi. But, it's a very cool game. And actually, I want to play it. I need to give it another go. Because I play with original hardware for most of the stuff we do on the stream. C64 I can't. I don't have the time, the money, or the skill to maintain a retro PC like that. Like they're pricey. They can be pricey and they can need a lot of work. So I use the C64 Mini for Commodore games. But because of that, I can use a gamepad with C64 games. But I didn't know how to do that when we played that originally. I had to use the stick, and it was tough to use the stick. So, but I think with the gamepad, which is maybe kind of cheating a little bit, right? It's not a super authentic experience, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I think with the gamepad, I could be a little better at Space Taxi. I'll still never beat it, but I'll be a little better, I think. I'm really bad. I'm really bad with joystick games. It's rough. You need the like flight joystick style. That's what we had. Well, we had a really stripped down flight joystick for the C64 when I was a kid. The joystick we had, let me just double check this real quick. I want to make sure I get the name right. What is happening? Google is requesting my location. We had the Point Master joystick. That's the one. It looks like a flight stick, but it's very simplified. It still only has one button. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that we had when I was a kid. That's really all I think of. I think my dad had another C64 joystick, but I never used it. The other one just sat in a drawer permanently. We use the Point Master all the time. I did not remember that was what it was called, and then just a couple years ago wanted to try and find that joystick, and it took forever. It took forever because all I had to go on was Commodore 64 black joystick. That's all I remembered. A lot of stuff came up. A lot of like more fancy and professional joysticks. Did you play the original Wii growing up? So the Wii came out when I was in college. So I wouldn't really say growing up. Um, I kind of wasn't playing a lot of games then. I did play a little bit of the Wii. I played Mario Kart Wii a lot. That's really about it though. Um, like a lot of the classic Wii games, like the Mario Galaxy and the Zelda games, I miss those, even though I'm a real big Nintendo fan. Oh, hang on, I didn't find this cave before. Oh, victory! Oh no, it's just a bonus thing. Yuck! I don't care about bonus. Oh, that was so exciting, and then it was just bonus. Well, maybe there's another cave. Maybe there's another cave. Rip. Uh, I played games really actively up until the first couple years of the GameCube. The GameCube came out when I was in high school, and then when I went to college, I kind of stopped playing games real heavily for a while. There were a few I played. I played Mario Kart Wii, and I played some of the Call of Duty games around that time. That was kind of it. I was really just playing old like Super Nintendo favorites for the most part, and was really ignoring almost all modern stuff except Mario Kart and Call of Duty for a long time. And it really wasn't until Mario Maker came out on the Wii U that I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay a little bit of attention to modern games again. Because when I first saw Mario Maker for the first time, I was like, I thought I thought that game looks absolutely magical. I have to run out and buy a Wii U right now so I can play this game before it dies and before nobody cares about it and it dies in 2 weeks. And so that got me to buy a Wii U, and I still didn't play a lot on the Wii U, but that that woke me up a little bit. And so then when the Switch came out, like I've been keeping up with Nintendo games on the Switch pretty well. We've played most of the biggest releases. Jerry Queen, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Let me wipe out an enemy here real quick and make our world a little safer. And then I can welcome you in properly. Very grateful to have you join us. If you have the time and energy to share with us a bit, we'd love to hear about how your stream went. Hanging out in the retro category, I would expect nothing less, but love to have you fill us in on the details, what you're playing and how it treated you. Yaden says, heading to bed, up in a few hours, so I should get a few hours of sleep. Have a great rest of your stream. Thank you, Yaden. Thank you again for the raid. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Sleep well and have a fantastic weekend. It's a C64 at a Mario Maker game. It was called Load Runner. Load Runner, I don't have a lot of experience with, but I think very fondly of, because the limited experience I had with it was very positive. Jerry Queen says Jet Force Gemini. Never finished this game. This is my first playthrough as well. I did play a little bit of this game when I was a kid, but I didn't get very far. This is my first time actually trying to get through the whole game, and we're pretty far along. I think I'm gonna make it. It gets tough. Some of the stuff you have to do to complete the game. Some of the stuff you have to do to complete the game is really, like, frustratingly difficult. I do have to say. But overall I've been really enjoying it. The game is mostly high points. I think it starts pretty rough because the controls are pretty wonky, and you don't have a lot of ammo for any good weapons for a while, and so it can be real rough, especially at the start. But after you adjust to it a bit, and especially when you can not have to be so precious with your rockets and such, life gets pretty alright. Wii U was okay, Pizza says. I like the 3DS. What did I play on the 3DS? I didn't finish a lot of 3DS games. I played a little bit of Mario 3D Land, but only the first world or two. I played most of A Link Between Worlds, but I didn't finish that one either. the 3DS had some good stuff on it, but I guess I just had trouble sticking with handheld games all the way through to the end. I'm much better I'm much better at playing through them when I can do it on something like the Game Boy Player or the Super Game Boy, where I can put them on my TV. One game I really liked on the original DS that I never hear anyone talk about is Henry Hatsworth. I thought that game was a lot of fun. It's like a combination, it's like a platformer game. It's like half platformer game, half Tetris Attack. I actually don't think I ever finished that game either, though. Sadly. As much as I really like it, the final boss was agony. Dragon Quest Monsters Joker series on there was great, Jester says. I don't know that one, I'm afraid. I know of the series. I've only played a little bit of the first one, the Dragon Quest Monsters. We tried playing through it on the stream, but it wasn't it wasn't really a good fit for me. You've never heard of that game? A lot of the Henry Hatsworth, yeah, a lot of people seem to have missed out on that one. But it's a really cool game. I need to reset my game audio real quick. It's drifted out of sync on my end. There we go. Oh, I forgot to check for more caves in that other area. That's alright. We can get back there easily enough. Oh, I'm the wrong character. Oh no. Wait a moment. I can't be the wrong character. I mean, I am, but not. I'm the wrong character for the tribals. I forgot. Oh, I forgot. Some of them are hidden under a crowbar thing. The multiple characters thing in this game is sometimes pretty obnoxious. What? I never opened this before? Only one character can open trapdoors, and one of the tribals is under this trapdoor. That's why I'm in trouble right now. You should finish Link Between Worlds. It's a good one. I really liked what I played of it. It's just I get too easily distracted away from handheld games when I can only play them as handheld games. And then it's like, it's one of those things where, like, if I put a game down for a while, then I can't ever really get back into it. The enemies in this game have Stormtrooper aiming. You know that because Frownie can stop mid-combat for a mic check and barely take any damage. Right, even though I can't get all the tribals, I can still maybe find something hidden, so... We're gonna double check these swimming areas and then we'll swap. Load Runner I've tried on a couple different platforms. We played a little bit of the Commodore 64 Load Runner. I have a tough time completing C64 games. I'm not really much of a sampler when it comes to games. Most of the stuff that I start on the stream, I really want to finish. But with C64, for some reason, C64, it's easier to put stuff down and walk away from it. A lot of the games on the Commodore, you can't really complete. A lot of them are like arcade style, where they loop forever. But even the more linear ones. I haven't finished a ton of them. But we did Load Runner on the C64. I think we played it on the Atari 2600. I think I have it on the NES, but haven't played it there yet. But my favorite version was one that a friend of mine had when I was in middle school. So it would have been on like a Windows like 93 or 95 computer. Well, my friends had a version of Load Runner that we played that was a blast. It was just a lot of fun. I don't know exactly which one it was, because there's been tons of them, but I must clean up and get some rest. Very early start tomorrow. No worries, Jerry Queen. I completely understand. I appreciate the raid, and we will, of course, endeavor to take good care of your people. But certainly take very good care of yourself, and be well until I get to see you again. I didn't know most C64 games had endings. Yeah, a lot of them don't. Usually, like with the arcade style games like Donkey Kong, like I'm perfectly happy to play Donkey Kong and just clear the 4 boards and call it a day. Like, you know, because after board 4 it just loops anyway, so it's like that's good. I'll consider that beat. And like with Popeye, same thing. There's only 3 boards, so if I clear all 3 boards, I feel like I beat the game. I'm good. There are a few of them though. There are a few of them that are more like level driven, to like where they have more unique levels and don't loop like that. But they tend to get that. The Commodore 64 games tend to become so difficult as they go on that they're just nightmarish to try and finish. And I like hard games. I like hard games, but like Commodore 64 is sometimes on another level. I think my parents been missing out on way too many things back then. So we had Ghostbusters, Donkey Kong, Dino Eggs, Face Maker, Apple Cider Spider, Pac-Man. Those are some of the Gyrus. Those are some of the C64 games I remember the most. Ghost. Oh, I said Ghostbusters already. There were probably about half a dozen more. There were a few others I remember that we had. Like, there was a game called O'Reilly's Mine. I have no idea how to play that game. Like, there's some I had, but I didn't really play very much. But those are some of them that I enjoyed. And then, like, on the stream, I've been introduced to more, like Revenge of, or Attack of the Mutant Camels was given to me. BC's Quest for Tires, Snoopy, Street Beat. A lot of very good games. Yeah, Quest for Tires was great. That was a lot of fun. My parents played some Nintendo and PlayStation growing up, but not a whole lot. My dad would play games with me when I was little. He would play NES and Super Nintendo games with me, but he kind of quit around the Nintendo 64. He played Mario Kart 64, but that was the only Nintendo 64 game I think that he really played. And my mom never played anything except Spider Solitaire. She'd play that on the computer. That was her one game. My dad would play. We played on the NES. We played Mario games and The Adventures of Lolo. Those are the only things I really remember him spending a lot of time playing with me. Were the various Mario games and The Adventures of Lolo. Oh, and Time Tunnel. That's the one I on the Commodore 64. Time Tunnel was recommended to me. It was actually recommended to me not to play that game. I was told it was horrible and I should never play it. So, of course, I immediately wanted to play it. And Time Tunnel is magical. That game was an experience that's going to live with me forever. Hang on, is that how that works? I can't make it happen now. I fired a rocket, and it started zooming around in a circle, and then it hit the enemy because I locked onto it after I fired the rocket. I've never seen anything like it before. I want to replicate it. Can't seem to make it happen again, though. That was so bizarre. Impatience wins the day. I probably should have picked up that invincibility. So much junk in my inventory. So I know Juno has to be the one to get all the tribals here, because he's the only one that can go down this trapdoor. Even though there's so many places for Vela to swim. Which would seem to make her the right choice. This tribal right here is impossible for her. here. It was much more difficult than it needed to be to actually walk off that ledge. I don't know. That's the way to the exit. I think there are enemies down here. I don't think there are 4 more tribals down here. That seems like way too many. There's not even anything behind that thing. And I think that's it. I think the circle's complete. That's everything that's down here. Where, oh where could the last 2 tribals be? I have no idea. Double check. It's a good idea to be. Super thorough. Sorry it's so dark down here. Like, I know you can't really see anything in the capture. I can't really see anything on the CRT. It just is dark. I think that's it. I think I've gotten everything down here. Oh. It's just once I leave, I don't know where else to look. Okay, that's not a real window. That's the illusion of a window. Okay, I really don't think there's anywhere I haven't looked at in here. I'll double check this passageway. Time for me to bounce. Have a good one to all, and congrats on Jump King Frownie. Thank you, Tuesday. Very grateful to have you here, my friend. I hope you have a great weekend. And hopefully be back earlier next week. I'd really like to do a Sunday stream. But we'll see. I hope you're well until I get to see you again, my friend. I'll do more Jump King next week. It's done, but it's never done. I've been in the same situation before where I've gotten all the teddy bears but 2, I think. I just have no idea where the last couple are. We'll find them eventually. The game world is not infinitely huge, so like that's eventually, even just by process of elimination, I have to walk across all the territory in the game and have to come across where they are. So they can't elude me forever. Oh, I wasn't watching my health. They might elude me forever if I play like that. I did wonder, because I'm missing 2 teddy bears and there are 2 tombstones here, if those are somehow connected. I like to walk up this branch and get up onto the tree, but unfortunately they had to set it pointy side up, so I can't actually stand on it. Whose side are you on, Rare? Do you want me to save the galaxy or not? This one's the same story. Probably the same tree, just copy-pasted from the other side of the world. See, I don't figure they could possibly be out here anywhere because I just run wild through this area, just throwing rockets everywhere. So if they were here, they wouldn't be for long. And it gives you an indication when one of them dies, so I don't think that this room is a likely candidate. You can actually just run around the edge of the world here. I didn't know there was enough ledge for that. Uh-oh. These enemies move around too much. And that exits the area. I mean, I just don't know. I've been everywhere. Oops. Lupus can get over to that treehouse. I don't remember there being any teddy bears in the treehouse, but my memory is not a very useful, like, metric for what exists. I don't remember there being any teddy bears in the treehouse. But Lupus has the same problem Vela has, in that he can't go through trapdoors. I don't know. I really don't know what to do about this stage. Guess I have to give up on it for now. We'll have to just come back to it. Sorry to waste so much of our time, but, you know. This is a rough stage because all the enemies here have shields. They get really tough to deal with. Let's actually double check and see what we're looking for. So on the military base, there's 16. Excuse me. It may not seem like it, but I am making efforts to fire around the enemy shields. Oh no, does this require a blue key? It does. So Lupus at least is going to be not very useful for one part of this stage, considering he has no access. I think the other two characters do both have blue keys. There's nothing over here. Unbelievable. That is where I came in, right? What? This is a dead end? Oh, no, it's not. No! Blue key again? I mean, it is possible that Lupus could earn a blue key on this level. Does he have a sniper rifle? He does. Great. Already wasted one shot. That wasn't even necessary for where we're heading. Oh. With 12 bullets? That's not good. Oh no, it's stuff I already have. I don't really think there's any way that Lupus earns a blue key on this level. Not with that, how many blue key doors I've seen, and considering that Vela didn't get one on this level. I think he is probably a bad choice. So much so that I am actually going to abandon this right now and just switch characters. Which means I have a 50-50 shot of picking who is right for this stage. And I guess we'll try Vela. I'm kind of fading energy-wise, though, my friends. I think that we will leave the exploration of this level to our next session with Jet Force Gemini. And I think probably we'll wrap the stream up for tonight. Not a very eventful way to end things. I mean, we did make great progress. We cleared an entire planet, and then I wasted a lot of time on... Actually, we cleared 2 entire planets, right? We finished the mine as well. So, we actually did really well. And then I just wasted a lot of time at the end. But, we'll try Ecor next time with Vela now at the blue key. We should have access to all the areas. I don't know what in the world I'm going to do about Tall Fret. I've spent so much time on this stage and just can't, for whatever reason, figure out where the last 2 guys are. It's maddening. But we finished this one. And we finished this one. So I'm going to call that great progress. And we beat Jump King for the first time. Though we will definitely be playing more Jump King next week. We've got two more branches of that game to complete. But we'll wrap up here. We'll raid out. If you'll hang with me just a moment, I will see who is live and what they're doing. So next week, we're going to play more Jet Force Gemini, more Jump King, and hopefully finally do Ape Escape. I've been talking about doing the mini games in Ape Escape for a while, and we haven't made that happen. We've got a lot of space opening up on the schedule, with some of these being finished up, though. So we may be able to start something new soon. Not entirely sure what that might be. and I'm going to send us off in Sark's direction, playing Siphon Filter 2 for retro achievements. I've got to head Sark's way because I've got to tell him I want to brag so badly that I've beaten Jump King because he's the only other person I know who's done it. Be well, my friends. Thank you very much for being here tonight. It was a night of tremendous accomplishments, and I'm very grateful that you have been able to share them with me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I usually don't stream on Saturdays, sometimes on Sundays. I'd like to stream on Sunday, so keep an eye on the Discord. I'll let you know if that's going to happen. But I'll be back by Monday night at the latest, 11 p.m. Central Time for startup. Target for each night next week. Lots of Jump King, more of this game. Hopefully a little Ape Escape and maybe something new. But be well until I get to see you again. Hopefully that time will come very soon. As for tonight, we are all out of things to do here. It is time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.